So, make no mistake, because there won't be a second one this time. This is indeed going to be a big challenge for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's on. Like Donkey Kong.
In a world of uncertainty, where toy stores are plagued by retools and repaints, in a world where articulated toys can still suck, in this world we have the RedX Reviewer.
Oh shit, that's right. I have to review the damn thing first. Ay, Zordon. Oh great. What the hell did I do with my glasses? What can be said about this figure? Well, going by the way that I've experienced this one thus far, not being able to finish the past review that I did of Airachnid already, it is atrocious, it is abysmal, and it is one of the worst Transformer toys ever created. Ever. That has had not the privilege, but the fact that I'm partially a completist. I had to get the whole entire team. So, be that as it may, she's a part of my collection, one way or another. I really do hate this figure. I've got nothing good to say about it, except for this. I neglected this helicopter mode in the last review. It's not that bad. As a matter of fact, this is the only thing that I could even come close to considering a saving grace to this figure. But that's still saying a bit too much. It is nice. It is very stealthy, the way it's supposed to be. It looks pretty close to actual show accuracy, but I mean, the propellers aren't purple. And I don't recall these stinger weapons here, but they do look pretty nice in this way. Except the instructions actually say that they're supposed to be pegged in like this. And this. That's hideous. And these weapons are pretty hideous. They're cool to look at, but when it comes to the figure in its robot mode, they do it no justice. Let's just get these out of here. Except they got the most paint. Hey! You better focus back in on this thing. Camera! Wow. That's bad. Really, really bad. If your own camera decides to opt out. Wow, that is a really, really bad sign. Let's get this over with. Like I said, helicopter mode is pretty good for what it is. But it's too small. Very, very, very small. But I can tell you one thing. The scale did not improve much when it comes to robot mode. For a quick size comparison, here's RC in her robot mode, which is a really, really outstanding figure. But is it me? Or is she too small when compared to RC? RC in the show compared to Airachnid is like, how can I put this? A micro machine compared to Airachnid. I really don't want to say anything about this figure because I know for a fact that I'm going to be lifting this up in a minute. And I really don't like the fact that this doesn't stay pegged in. Really? Look at this. Look at this. This is a tight fit right here. It should stay in place, but it doesn't. Sooner or later, it pops out just like so, see? All I had to do was just tap it. I didn't even have to thump it. I mean, I just slightly tapped it, and it came out. Slightly. What can I say about this? How does she hold her weapons? If she's got no hands like RC, or Optimus Prime, or Bumblebee, or heck, even Megatron. Well, there's a hole in her hands. Holes in her hands. You simply take one side of these blasters, as they call them, or stingers, which she's never used in the show, if I'm not mistaken. You peg them in like so. Like so. Where do we go from here? Atrocious. That's all I can say. Look at the size of these things compared to her. These weapons are too big for this figure. And not to mention the fact that her hands are molded just wrong. Look at this. I have never seen a bad Transformer figure like this before. And I'm definitely not saying that Armada Sideswipe was... you know what? Armada Sideswipe is nothing compared to this abysmal. This is terrible. Very terrible. I really don't have anything good to say about this mode. You can peg in her so-called spider claws, or legs, whatever, in her shoulders, and yeah, I mean, make a nice fan. But I mean, this figure is not well executed. It was a nice attempt. To Bandai's credit, it was a bad... See, I even hate the corporation right now. I can't even think of their name. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking with this one. It's obvious they just wanted to get this figure out there to complete the line of Decepticons for Transformers Prime, not considering the facts of any consequences that were going to occur with this one. I mean, RC, they gave us something great. Great. This figure is a lot better than the first edition, in my opinion, because I have the first edition figure. I've reviewed her. And I've got to be perfectly honest, I love this one even more. The more I look at first edition, I'm very glad I've got this one. But I wanted to say the same for Airachnid, but I can't. The only thing that I can really say is I hope to God that Hasbro gives us a better figure, and maybe even a Voyager scale Airachnid for Transformers Prime Beast Hunters. I hope to God they do. And I hope to God they dispose of this mold, because this figure is crap. There is nothing good about it except for that little bit of saving grace from the helicopter mode, but it's just too small. It is very small. Yeah, I bet you want to know what the articulation is on this figure. Well, let me pretty much put it this way. If you like statues, or if you like tossing around bricks, you're going to love this figure. That's for sure. Again, one more time, I will give Hasbro credit where credit is due. Duel. Yeah, why not? Duel. I challenge you to a duel. It's duel time. Let's go. Let's get that damn thing set. So, final thoughts on this figure. Is she worth it? Hell freaking no. Not even the AM release over in Japan is worth it. It's not. Good God almighty, this figure is crap. Total crap. It was not worth it whatsoever. If you are a completist, you have no choice but to get this, but you're really going to be shameful for it, as much as I am. I hate being a completist when it comes to Transformer products like this. Hasbro, this better not happen again in a long, long time. You got away with it with Armada, Hotshot, and all those other crappy figures. But when it comes down to it, what are we living in? What is today? We have so many great toys out there with better articulation and better conversions from a robot to a vehicle to a helicopter to a jet to a TIE Fighter to a Death Star and a Star Destroyer compared to this. This is an embarrassment. I'm hoping to God that they'll come around and make a better figure for Transformers Prime Beast Hunters, because if they don't, well, then I'm cutting it off. That's it. They just don't give a shit. So that's it, guys. Nothing else to say. She's not worth it. Don't look at her. Don't buy her. Don't pick her up. Don't throw the cash out there for this one, because you will regret it. Unless you're a completist and you don't have a choice. So, I'm going to do us a favor, and I'm going to dispose of this figure once and for all. That's me, RedX. I'm signing out. Now, if you excuse me, I present to you 15 seconds of destruction. Camera's too low. God damn it! I can't do it. At least not to this one. Ha ha! Ah! 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 Focus, camera! The review ain't over until I say it's over! It ain't over! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Oh yeah! Busted. Wait a minute. That's already taken. I mean...